Hi guys, welcome back to Turn Time with Al. Today I'm going to do just a small project, turning a battling top that I used to call them when I was a wee lad. So basically I've got a couple of pieces of timber here. I've got some she oak and jarrah. A couple of these ones are maybe just slightly too narrow, so for the head of the top it's going to be too thin. So I'll probably use this small piece of she oak that I've got here. Nice and square, so I don't need to do anything with it. All I have to do is just mark the centre points either end, and then it makes it easier for when I put it onto the lathe. So let's just mark this up here, just taking corner to corner till we find the centre point. We'll do that on both sides. So there we go. That's that ready now. We can put it onto the lathe. Tools today will probably be the roughing gouge and a scraper. Okay, the tools that I'm going to use to get this piece of she oak down to a cylinder is my roughing gouges. Hopefully you'll be able to see here the difference between these two. So I've got your standard one, which is this one here, which just has the square end, and then I've got this one here where your wings are taken back at more of an angle. See, hopefully you can pick it up there, which makes a big difference when you're turning a piece of square timber. So what happens as you're turning that, you're using your beveled edge. You're just putting your beveled edge along and just turning along here, and it does it in a much more smoother action compared to having it cut that way, where you're only putting this wee point in here on it. So this edge of the wing is catching every now and again, and you don't get that when it's done this way. You'll see it when I put it on the lathe. So yeah, it's the two different cuts. So once I put it on the lathe, I'll use the two different gouges, and you'll hopefully see the difference. Okay, we're just about to offer this up to the lathe. But first things first, I want to turn down the lathe speed, because as you see here it's set halfway, so it's going to be spinning about 1050 RPM. So we'll turn it right back down to 500. Okay, now we'll turn it back off, and now we'll offer up the piece of wood. So you'll see here I've put the drive spur into the one end of the timber. So basically it's just got the 4 jaws on it and the spike in the middle. So I've just driven that into the centre point of my piece of she oak, and we'll put that in here. So now we've got that in, we'll bring up the tailstock, and that will just go in the centre where you marked it earlier. There we go, and then we'll tighten that up, and then I'll just wind the tailstock up a wee bit. I've got the live centre on this one, so we'll just make that all nice and tight. So there we go. That's us ready to start making it round. So what we want to do now, because we're using the roughing gouge, we want the point of contact on the cutting blade to be parallel to the centre point of your timber. You don't want it too high or too low, or else you're going to start digging in and catching, and it's just not good. So we'll raise up the tool rest just to make sure we're at the right height. so that the cutting part of your roughing gouge is going to be centre to your timber. About the right height there. Tighten that up. And obviously make sure your block of wood's not going to hit your tool rest, which will cause a bit of a problem. Okay, tighten that there. Tool rest, still a bit low. Okay, so now we'll turn it on. So I'm going to use the traditional cut gouge, or sharpened I should say. So this is what I was meaning earlier about it catching. Catching along there. Okay, we've switched over to the other one where the wings are back more at an angle. You can see that there. And it glides along a lot better. See here I've got the bevel parallel to the piece of timber. I'll speed it up a wee bit. I'm not putting any pressure on the tool, I'm just letting it do all the work. Like anything else, just fine cuts. You don't want to dig it in. What you're doing, you're watching along this top edge, so as you're cutting you can see where you're cutting along the top edge, so you can tell whether there's low parts or high parts. I can tell looking along the top here that I've got a ridge here, so obviously I need to concentrate more on this end here. Move the tool rest in a wee bit. Okay, so now I'm going to, just to finish it off, I'm just going to switch over to my 1-inch scraper. So what I need to do is obviously adjust the height of the tool rest, because the scraper you want to work it just above centre height, so that it's going down at a slight angle in here. Okay. near enough round. We'll get the rest when we start making the top. Okay, now that I've got it round, I'm going to put it into the lathe chuck. So I'm just going to loosely tighten it there. Put it onto the spindle. And as you'll see, when I spin this round, it's off centre. So I'll show you a wee trick. So just tighten it ever so slightly. Okay, so you see there, it's off centre. So I'll show you a wee trick of getting it to go centred. Just put the tool rest in at an angle. So we're going to run this hex key, we're going to run it along and it will straighten this up. Up again, making sure your lathes turn down. So we'll switch it on. Wait a minute. We'll just check that it's not going to bang into the tool rest. No, we're actually okay. So we'll turn it on. And then just with your hex key, you're just going to run it ever so slightly along here. There you go. That's it running through. So you see the difference now? So what we'll do is we'll tighten that up because we know now it's okay. So there we go. Done. So now we'll start shaping. We'll shape this end to make the battling top. So what you'll see here is I've brought my tailstock in with the live centre and I've just lined it up with the hole that the drive swar had made, and I'm not digging that in, it's merely there just to stabilise it a wee bit, just in case it starts to chatter when you're putting the tool onto it. So this end here is going to be the spinning top end. So this will be the point that you're going to spin it round on. So we probably want the actual twist part, I don't know what you'd call that, maybe about this length, or thereabouts, and then the body will come up to about here. So we'll just put some light markings on just to give us a guideline. You can always change it. So let's fire up the lathe and we'll get it going. I'll take this end away with a scraper. As you'll see now, I've taken the tailstock away so that I can now shape the end of the battling top. I'll just finish shaping this wee bit. I don't want to go too narrow at the moment because I want to just shape the top of it, and now obviously we've got to sand it down too. So you'll see here I've taken it down as far as I want to go, and now I'm going to sand it, and then I'll part that off once we're done. Okay, we'll sand this up, and as with any woodworking and in a workshop, safety is always paramount, so I'm going to put on my respirator. One thing before I start, you'll see here the pieces of sandpaper I'm using, I've actually rounded the ends. This means that it's not going to dig in. The other tip as well when you're doing it by hand is if you get a piece of foam, this was just from a piece of packaging, so you put that underneath and then put it underneath your turning, and what that does is it stops the heat, because it's amazing the heat that builds up when that's spinning round, so it just stops that heat transferring to your fingers. Okay, let's fire it up and we'll get it sanded. Okay, we're going to use the Gilly Stevenson's Carnauba polish. This is just one that I like the finish you get on it. It gives it a nice shine. Great smell off it too. So we just take a wee piece of that, put it onto my old Bunnings shirt. I used to work there. They make great rags. So we just put that on here. A wee bit in here. Oh, I think maybe got too much. I'll put the lathe on and get the friction going. Okay, that'll do. There you go. One battling top. Okay, I'm just going to use the tool and I'm just going to part it off here, and then that'll be us with the finished one. I've put a glove on just because that does get hot when you try and hold it, and also if you've got any rings on it can mark the timber as it's spinning round. I just turn it round slightly. Actually, put my glasses on and I can see what I'm doing. It's better. You just want to take your time doing this, because obviously you're holding the tool one-handed. The other option, you could just have taken the hacksaw to it and just sawn it off. You know, I actually might just shape that a bit narrower. This is where it could end up as a design catastrophe. I'm just going to make that spindle a bit narrower here. I think it might be too wide. So I just need to watch what I'm doing, because this could completely go tits up. It's almost there. Oh, you see it wiggling? So we'll just leave it at that. I won't take it anymore. I'll just give it a light sand. Just to take away that wee edge. As I say, I'm not too fussed about absolutely super duper finish. I'm just really showing you that you can make this in 20 minutes. Just to get you used to using tools, using the lathe. And that's what it's all about, just getting out and having a practice. I think, as I said in my previous video, I'm still learning too. I've not been turning that long, so it's still a learning curve for me. The way I work might not be the way you work, and that's fine. I mean, everybody has their own ways of doing things. A wee dab of this polish back on. So there we go. I'll just cut it off with a hacksaw. So we'll just take it off with the hacksaw. That edge there is a wee bit rough. So all you do, just take a wee tiny bit of sandpaper and give it a gentle rub over. And that's it done. That's us done. One battling top, or spinning top, whatever you want to call it. So basically, it was just a wee exercise, just if you're new to wood turning, it's a simple wee thing to try. Gets you used to using the tools. I used the roughing gouge, the scraper, and then I just partied it off. So there's nothing too skillful involved in it, but it just gives you that feel of using the tools against the square piece of wood originally, taking it down to a round, and then just shaping it to whatever you want it to look like. So as I say, it's just a case of getting a feel for the tools, getting into the workshop, giving it a go, and bit by bit you're going to get better and more confident using the tools that you have. So now the moment of truth, let's see if it actually works. There you go. So if you have two of them, your kids can sit for hours battling them out, see who's the winner. And where I learnt on my wood turning skills was down in Denmark, in Western Australia. Some of the guys down there, Tony, Graham, Dave, who else? Oh, lots of them. This is what they used to make to earn the money for the coffee and the Tim Tams at break time. And I think the record was 3 minutes that one went for, or 2.5 minutes. So see if you can beat that. Anyway, thanks for watching Turn Time with Al. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Even better, click the subscribe button. Keep checking back every now and again, see what I'm up to. Thanks again.